Hello and welcome to the show live. My name is Daryl, and today we are going to be talking about Doctor Who, and by we, I also mean my good pal Adam. Hopefully he's going to come in here all right.
Hello.
So yes, we are just going to come in and we're just going to talk about Doctor Who, the first episode of Series 8, which just came out here in New Zealand yesterday. So first thoughts on Capaldi as being the Doctor. What do you think?
I think I was a bit skeptical. Like, I don't know, he didn't seem like the Doctor, but after the first episode, I'm impressed. Yeah, I reckon he's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, but a lot of people sort of trashing Capaldi because he was an older person playing the Doctor. But I think just his presence on screen and the writing that's been done for him, it suits Capaldi as an actor.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what they're doing is really good, and I like like the punniness of some of the dialogue and the way that is presented.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode itself, it seemed a bit over the place in my mind.
Like.
There you go. Facebook messaging me. There were a few things that seemed a bit unexplained in the episode. Like, I'd love to know more about what they were doing with the dinosaur.
Yeah, like, I don't know, didn't it just like eat the TARDIS or something, and then it suddenly started rampaging in London, and then and then like the robot dude killed it for a single eye stalk or stem or something.
I think it was a nerve.
Optical nerve. That's the one. Maybe. Surely there's more you could get out of a dinosaur than just that.
Oh, I would definitely think so. So I mean that would have been a bit nicer to be sort of explained, and they've opened up a lot of some more things that they're going to have to close later on, like at the end of the episode. Again, if you've not actually seen this episode, this is going to contain spoilers. I should have said that to start off with. My apologies. Oops. Like at the end with the Missy in heaven sort of thing. What is the relation to that? I mean, I'm sure it's all going to be explained later on.
Yeah, possible, but I don't know.
It seems like it's almost like a few of the things that, because to me, watching that episode, like you've learnt more about the Doctor in terms of what he's like in this regeneration, but he's still sort of like his, like the Matt Smith sort of regeneration.
Yeah,
he just comes across way more serious. Way more serious than the way Matt Smith played the Doctor. A lot of people are giving Capaldi flack, but they're not really giving him a chance.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good. He's decent. Yeah, there's like that whole thing at the end of that heaven, that's I'm definitely going to explain it later, but I don't know, it just kind of came in all suddenly, and I don't trust her at all.
she just has that look to her. She looks like the lady that what was her name? that was part of the silence movement.
Yeah, I
With
know
Matt,
what you're talking about,
I
but
can't
I
remember that
can't.
lady's name.
No, neither.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she looks a
I
bit
know
like
what you
her.
mean.
And
Yeah, she
yeah,
does.
it's sort of like, I mean, it's quite interesting reading a few theories online about it, because, reading theories online is just a big ball of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Always
reckon that
so
a lot of people have pointed out that she's wearing the same sort of ring as Clara does, and they go, oh, well, is it actually Clara? And it's like, I don't know, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
People are pointing out that it's in the same location as the episode where uh, Amy from Matt Smith's, where Amy Pond gets stuck in sort of that hospital place, and she has to go from. If I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
of the right episode,
I'm pretty sure I know the one you mean. One where
yeah,
she
yeah,
gets all. Yeah.
yeah. The one where she gets old. People have pointed out that it's the same garden setup. So whether is it the same facility or who
Hmm.
knows?
Yeah, could be. I suppose.
Well, of course it's the same facility in real life because it's the same set. Whether they're using that in terms of
Yeah, yeah.
using it in the same manner, or if they're using it just as another set, an extra set sort of thing.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm?
the for Matt Smith to be in that episode as well on the phone call, I imagine quite a
Oh,
few people would have been happy about that, big time, because Matt Smith is obviously a lot of people's favourite Doctor, and for a lot of people, the Doctor that people started on, which is
yeah.
wrong.
Can't start on 11.
um,
Jeez.
but one way I put it is Capaldi feels a bit like Eccleston. Like
Uh,
there's that serious tone there about what he's doing, but then there's like he's funny as well.
yeah, yeah.
Like the line of "My God, I'm Scottish. I can complain about things now." Fantastic, absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic. Good line. I like that one.
yeah, yeah. No, definitely.
um, yeah, we didn't really plan out this very well.
No.
Hey, at least we're honest about it, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Now we've got a perfect script. We strategically planned for it to go all over the place.
It's just the way my brain works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a bummer that New Zealand's like a week behind everywhere else in the world, and for like myself and Adam, we actually pre-stream the videos from other sites, which is naughty of us. We shouldn't. But just for the sake of that, us being in New Zealand, we should keep these videos in line with the release of the video of Doctor Who being in New Zealand. If that makes
Yeah.
any sense whatsoever, that sentence started so well, but sort of disappeared on
Yeah.
me.
Just rearrange a couple of the words. I'm sure people can
Yeah,
work it
it'll
out.
be fine. um, I just got a text. Yeah, so a few pointers from that episode that were quite interesting. One being the heaven scene at
Yeah.
the end, and there's and the way that the Doctor was sort of panicking about his face, like he
Oh,
seemed like he recognised the face, which was really cool, for Moffat to actually write that in there with everyone
yeah.
knowing that he's played a character, or the actor has played a character in the Doctor Who universe quite recently. For him to write in the thing about the face, I thought was really
Yeah.
good, because obviously everyone was up in arms about, oh, but you can't have an actor that's been in Doctor Who before not realising that it's happened many times before in the past.
Yeah.
You know, it just
Okay.
happens.
Yeah, I didn't actually catch the reference about the face until like afterwards, like later on. I'm like, why is he talking about his face? But yeah, nah, it made sense afterwards.
Yeah, and you know, typical Doctor fashion, makes fun of his physical appearance. I like the
Yeah,
eyebrows line, that was good. Little things. This is only been going on for 10 minutes, it's going nowhere.
yeah,
So we just talk about Doctor Who in general. And I
in
mean,
general.
that first episode, like, it's been like a week since we watched it, so
Yeah, I'll take mine.
everything I think everything I think it was about the new episode, which is airing this Sunday on Prime. We are in no way sponsored or endorsed by Prime, but if they're interested, email address is down there.
Yeah,
um, favorite Doctor out of all of the Doctors from Hartnell right up to Capaldi, which one's your favorite?
yeah. Ooh, tough to say. I'm gonna probably say Tennant, but Matt Smith is pretty close. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I mean, Tennant was definitely a good Doctor, and it was a bit like when he announced that he was leaving, it was sort of like what what people were like when Matt Smith left.
yeah,
You know, people were absolutely outraged because he had made the Doctor character his own,
yeah,
and probably for the length of time that he played the Doctor, because Matt Smith and David Tennant both played the Doctor for about the same length of time. It hasn't
yeah,
felt that long, but it has. Well, it's been 9 years since. Well, it's been just over 9 years since the reboot started. So,
yeah.
and you know, for us
It's,
to
yeah,
be on
like,
the fourth actor in.
mm,
But I also liked Eccleston as well.
yeah, yeah, same.
A lot of people didn't like Eccleston because of how, like, a lot of people said he was too serious and, you
Mm,
know, and that. But you see his character develop from that
yeah,
first episode to that last episode. You know, as he sort of fell in love with Rose and that sort of thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it was really cool. I mean, I like that.
Yeah, like I do like him. It's just he probably just he hasn't made much of an impact just because he was only there for like a season, and
Yeah.
it was so long ago when I like first saw him. So
Which is fair enough.
yeah, yeah,
But it's been quite funny because I went back and revisited some of the very, very, very early episodes of Doctor Who, and like that very first episode is quite a serious sort of episode to watch. So
oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely more comedic, I think is a word.
You're talking
um,
about like the very first episode.
yeah, that very, very, very first
Yeah,
episode,
that one.
50 odd years ago.
Yeah, I watched like I don't know, probably like the first 10 or so episodes, but yeah,
And it'd be different if you start someone watching Doctor Who there.
yeah,
I think if you want to get a family member or a close friend who has plenty of time on their hands into Who or into Doctor Who, then definitely start them on those episodes first.
mm,
If they have the time. If they don't have the time, you just have to start them on Eccleston.
yeah. I don't
I
know.
mean,
If you're trying to convince someone to like start liking it, then those episodes might be a bit boring. But
try. Hey, you never know.
because the first time I properly started watching Doctor Who, it was because I'd just seen like half an episode here and there on TV. But like yeah, the episode that I watched that might got me into it. Like my friend showed me it was like the season finale of like season 4. Yeah, 'cause she just like picked an episode randomly, and she's like, "Yeah, why not? Let's watch this season finale of season 4." But yeah, kind of ruined season 4 for me, but oh well, got me into it.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to start a program when you're at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
I mean, I in no way call myself an Ovian. No way.
no,
I'm a
yeah.
fan, but not that much of a fan. At least we're still sort of talking about Doctor Who, I suppose.
Yeah, still slightly on topic.
On topic to a degree. Better than these live shows usually go. Usually they go all over the place, talking about all sorts of random things.
Horses.
Usually I'm
Yeah.
just a teeny bit more prepared. It was sort of like a last minute decision to do this, and the person who thought about doing it initially isn't even here.
Yeah.
That person knows exactly who they are. I'm not going to say who they are for their own sake, but they know who it was. We'll look at probably doing this again next week. I mean, this has been going on for about 15 minutes now, so I'll probably look at bringing it to a close now, just because we're sort of going over the place and not really staying on topic. Not that that ever happens in normal conversation anyway. So we'll look at doing another one of these next week on Monday. We might make it a bit earlier in the night as opposed to 8 o'clock. This is just a time that's convenient for a few people, or for at least myself. I mean, it's obviously convenient for Adam because he's here, and it was supposed to be convenient for the other person, but who knows. So we'll look at it. I mean, this is in no way replacing tomorrow's video at all. We've got a Loot Crate video coming up for you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for tuning in live. If not live, then watching to this point later on in the future when people decide to search and have a look and see what goes on.
Yeah.
Again, another sentence that got away from me. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you later. Peace.